Remember, as I'm given this movie to begin, concurrently, it is that season when my wife is really sick. But because I had committed, I had to be a man of my word.
Let me ask you this question as we transition. What do you want people to know? What do you want people to do for you? How?
Wow, that's a good question. That's a very
what do you want people? Yeah, what do you want people to know? Or what can we do? Of course, is the giving part.
That's a good one. What I want them to know is some journeys we don't choose. We don't choose some journeys. And as you can look at my life, even the career, I didn't choose. These things are chosen. If you allow God to guide you, chosen. And so, even some deep valleys, some dark ones like this one, we didn't choose to get sick. Yes. But we remain steadfast. Remaining steadfast is hard. This is why community comes into play. Get a community, man. Pata watu. Get a community. Be part of a community. One thing I'll say is, urafiki ni gharama. So do you understand? Our friendship, look at where our friendship is, it's costing him. Urafiki ni gharama, you have to invest. And you invest not because you want to reap back, because it's the right thing to do. All the people I've invested in their lives, they don't owe me anything. Anyone I've given a shilling, anyone I've given whatever amount of money, or I've invested time, or I've invested a resource, they don't owe me. I was just being faithful and obedient. They don't owe me. And invest in people, and you will see. Life will be meaningful in dark times like this. Because my community is with me, even in this season.
You know, we're talking, I've seen guys support you.
Yeah.
But I've seen guys support you because of what you have done for other guys. I didn't even know that Abel had done a story on you.
Man.
I was finding it out.
Oh yeah, the click bang one.
Yes. No, that he did a story about this whole thing that you're going through.
Yes.
But it's because you invested in Abel.
I invested. Oh, wow.
In fact, let's probably
touch on that.
Yes, to touch on your.
Hey, how do I?
As we come to a close.
As we close.
At 1 minute past midnight.
And I have a movie I have to mix tomorrow. 20. This is the thing. I first saw Abel's first movie known as Grand Little Lie. I watched it and I called him and I told him, I've watched your movie. It didn't sound nice. The next movie you are doing, I am the one who's going to mix it. I'm the one who approached him and I told him, I am the one who's going to mix that movie. And we waited. They did that and 2022 came. And he said, hey bro, we are writing the movie. I'm like, awesome. We are casting the movie. Awesome. We are now shooting the movie. It's like, awesome. And they edited the movie. And I remember they called me to watch the first cut. Me and a couple of other guys, we were there, had the band, a couple of other friends. We went and watched the first cut. And I remember watching the first cut with my notebook. I just knew this is what I'll do here. This is what I'll do. I could just see. But I remember I knew there was an edit that was coming because the first cut was 3 hours long. That movie had to be condensed to 2.5. That was a lot of work. It's about 2 hours, 40
I've
minutes.
watched it. That's actually my favorite Kenyan movie.
It's a really good movie. And I remember sitting there, and I remember when that cut was done, and we had a picture lock, then I was given to begin. Remember, as I'm given this movie to begin, concurrently, it is that season when my wife is really sick. But because I had committed, I had to be a man of my word. That movie took me 8 weeks to mix.
Whoa.
8. And I had divided it into parts because I was given a deadline. I was given a deadline of July 17th is the premiere. And I'm given that movie around 1st or 2nd week of May. So I knew I had like 8 to 10 weeks. The first 2 weeks worked on dialogue. The next 2 weeks, Foley and ADR. Next 1 week, ambience. Then from there, we went into the studio where we met Mr. Modest Jabari, who composed most of the music in that movie. Whatever he had composed, incorporated it into the session. Then we watched a first cut. Then we sat. We were like 8 people in that room. It was me, Modest, Abel, Phil, Steve, this other music producer, and Sledge, the guy who edited the movie. And we went scene by scene. Scene by scene. Every place we're watching dialogue, everything. Transition to next scene. That whole thing took us a whole week. Until it was cleared by the director that the movie is good. That was cleared.
Was the director Philo?
Yes, it was Phil. You know, in a movie environment, there is no democracy. It's a dictatorship. Phil is the one telling the story. So our job is, everyone in the room knows the story is king. So let us give the story the best. Yes. Scene. We could give inputs, but he was the final say. We did that. Finished that movie. Yes. When that movie was done, and we went and it was screened for the first time. I would sit there looking. I was not even looking at the movie. I was just looking at the audience's faces. My colleagues, are they connecting the story? Everywhere there was cheers, they cheered. Everywhere there was crying, people cried. When the movie ended, we got a standing ovation. That's when I broke. I remember we were watching that movie with my wife. Seated there. And that movie is about kidney failure.
Yes. Yes. Jackie Wicked.
Can you imagine? Bro, that movie
was deep.
hit differently for me and my wife.
Man. So you're watching it there with your wife?
It was hitting us differently. We could feel this tag on him trying to steal to get money for dialysis because he has no NHIF. I could feel him. I could feel him. I connected with him.
Yeah, that one was, yeah.
Yeah. E-movie was hitting differently for us. You have to watch the movie.
Yeah. Click, click, bang.
Click, bang.
It's available, by the way.
It's available on
Globally.
Feelit.com.
Yes.
Feelit Productions, yes.
Yeah. Here's the link.
Just
the link ni.
Quisha.
Yes.
Done. Yes. And that movie, bro, catapulted me.
Congratulations.
Wee.
Congratulations. You know why I'm saying congratulations?
Yes, sir.
You won what? Best sound?
I was nominated for Best Sound Designer in Africa. I didn't win it.
Oh, you didn't win. But the nomination is still huge.
That is huge. That was the first ever movie from Kenya to be nominated sound design category at Africa Movie Magic Awards.
Wonderful.
That had never happened before in this country. So just noticing our sound is at that level, well, I was like, that means people who do this at a high level watched your movie and said,
Yeah. This guy knows what he's doing.
This guy knows what he's doing. That was a big deal. So, and I'm proud. I'm proud of that movie. I'm proud of that achievement. My kids really want to watch it. I told them, you have to give it time.
Kuna kasi nyingine.
There's language, there's nudity, there's like, it's at the right time.
But I love the honesty in it.
It's a very honest
You get,
movie.
despite the aspect of language,
Yes.
it was the story on its own.
Yes, is tangible.
Authentic.
Very tangible.
It's authentic and delivers
A realistic scenario of how corruption can mess up sports in Kenya.
Yep. And the aspect of not having NHIF.
Yes.
Bwana Krowbar.
My man.
Yani, thank you so. Hey, I know this. I'm going to give you, pass the baton for you to do a parting shot.
My man.
But I want to tell you, thank
Yes.
you.
Even me, thank you.
Yani, I'm so glad I came back to do CTA.
Yes.
I'm glad that God pushed me to come back to do CTA. And I'm glad that he put your name. Whether many guys have asked me to do CTA
Yes.
in the last 1 year.
Yes.
So that the fact that I've come back for season whatever number it is, and that I've started with you is no coincidence.
Thanks, champ, man.
It's no coincidence.
Thanks, champ.
And you have given of yourself from 7:45.
I never held back. I felt like this is it. Put this story out there. Something somewhere will flip someone's life. My life is for God's glory.
You're going far. Yes, it started with me.
This is just.
It's flipped
even
my
me,
life.
I can sense my life is going somewhere, even though I can't say where, but I can sense it. I just sense there's just something here. I don't know where, but there's just something.
So thank you so much for giving us your time.
Thank
you so much for giving us your life, because you have been vulnerable with it.
Yes.
Thank you so much for giving us your pain,
Karumba.
your joy,
Yes.
your laughter.
I've
your
had more happy
struggles.
moments than sad ones, by the way.
Yeah.
Come to think of it.
But you've shared it all.
I've shared it all.
You shared it all so that us listening may take something and not have to go. I keep saying potholes filled up by those who came before me.
Very true.
You get? And you've done that. Before we end, again, simu lazima itoke bila pesa.
Oh, regime,
This money God atairudisha kesho. And by kesho, God, I mean later on today, because it's past midnight. Guys,
Yes.
it's been an amazing story. I'm going to pass it on to Krowbar to do a parting shot. But before I do a parting shot, this guy has given us so much. The time is 11 minutes past midnight.
Wow.
Yani, I've done CTAs, but I've never done CTA like this. And Krowbar was like, let's finish it today.
Today we are finishing it today.
Also, a big up thank you to Amai. I'm going to come there. But Paybill, let's do this one more time. Paybill is 4. I've even crammed it 1-1, and then
6415. Yes.
Account number is CTA. Kupatiana hapa nitaenda na 1,000 because sababu the 2,000 is gone. First and foremost, let me say, this wasn't planned.
It wasn't.
I didn't come here I came here to give you off my platform.
Yes.
But God's conviction?
Yes.
Oh, my beard is...
Unaigonga sana.
As I was saying, as I was saying before Mike came to put this, this wasn't planned.
It wasn't.
But as I was doing the CT, I just felt a conviction to, we've got some coins on your thingy. Give, and I have plans for this money.
Yes.
Whether it's this, my PESA doesn't just chill on the phone for nothing. Yes, but God had plans for it.
Amen.
And me, I'm trusted hands. If God puts it here and tells me to do,
yes,
me, I'll do. So, I'm
bless you, my man.
I'm going to end this by saying, give. If you're in the diaspora, the what do you call these things?
The number is on the screen.
Yes, exactly. It's doing this thing again. I think it's thinking, hey, this guy, why is he just, what's happening? It's gone. Remember.
Yes.
Again, if you're watching this from the diaspora, the number is there. From the diaspora, again, you can do send with. If worst case scenario you need to do PayPal Niambie, we can find a way to do it. When we get it to him. You can send it. If you need to get it to his bank account, but just don't leave coins in your account just chilling for nothing. Let them find meaning and purpose and let it help somebody. Krowbar, I can't wait for us to sit down again to hear the better side of this story.
Oh man, we will.
To hear the aftermath,
We
to
will.
hear there's already such amazing testimonies of how people have been giving.
Yes.
You get? Let me
Yes.
not take that for granted.
Yes.
From Abel's platform, people
Man,
have given.
man.
From the different interviews you've done, people have given.
Very true.
People are helping you lift the burden.
Come on.
But it doesn't stop people from joining, or it doesn't stop people from giving again.
Yes.
I just want you to look into the camera. But before that, Wamai, thank you so much for the camera work. Thank you so much for, again, if you're looking for a cameraman, you want guys who come on time, guys who come with good equipment, guys who come with camera, guys who come with, they just come, they're professional. Then on top of that, they're quality. And they're behaved.
Yes.
There are very few guys I can do shoots with.
Yes.
But Dero and Wamai are top of my list.
29.
29. So Wamai, a big thank you. Wamai's contacts are also in the description. Hit him up if you need a camera, or he's on social media. Henry Wamai. Hit him up, man. A good
Yes.
guy. On LinkedIn, on social media. He does documentaries. He does filming. He does editing. Production. Oko sorted. And as a hobby, he's a drummer. And he's
Yes.
a sick drummer.
I know him as a drummer.
He's toured this globe.
Globe.
Yes. So, I just want
Sweating
you to look into the
profusely.
camera.
Yes.
Ufanye parting shot. Twende tulale.
Well, if you've watched up to now, man, wacha nikupigie makofi. Well, me, I'm one of those, man. I've watched CTA for over the years. Arichi knows this. I've used a few episodes for reference on my research paper.
For real? We just you've used.
Yes, when I was on campus and I was doing some papers there, I used some of your videos for reference. Yeah, Manze. And I'm sure there are people who've used this for educational purposes. And remember, that is also another reason why you do this. And, man, have a successful time. I just want to tell you this, that I've tasted the Lord and the Lord is good. Jaribu Mungu. Mungu atakufanyia mambo. Keep well, man. Bless up.
Before we go, I've got to say a big, ginormous thank you to Kyoto Place. Kyoto Place is an amazing Airbnb that is in Kileleshwa, the heart of Nairobi City, Kenya. Accessibility to very many different places. 3 different bedrooms that are looking superb, yep, like you can see in the pictures right now on your screen. 4 bathrooms. Just let me just tell you, if you're looking for a perfect Airbnb place, amazing decor, super host, look no further than Kyoto Place. Descriptions, all the details in the description. Hey, it's usiku, I'm sleepy. I can see I'm fumbling. Good night, guys.
Peace.